Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a massive, fundamental shift that's happening right under our noses in the world of digital economics. We're going to map out exactly how the internet is changing, and more importantly, how we can actually secure a genuinely human-centric future in a world that is, frankly, becoming more artificial by the minute. It's a wildly important topic, so let's just jump right in.
So, let's start with a surprisingly profound question. What is your presence actually worth? Think about your local coffee shop. You walking in, grabbing a seat, ordering a drink, maybe just chatting with the barista. That everyday act of simply showing up has immediate, tangible value to the atmosphere and the economy of that shop. But what is that exact same act of showing up worth online? If you're new to digital economics, trying to slap a price tag on just existing probably sounds a bit weird. But the ability to prove you're actually here and that you're a real human being is rapidly becoming the single most critical puzzle piece of our entire digital future.
To really grasp your worth, we have to look at how we've historically created value. The old economy, it's all about extraction. You pump oil out of the ground, you mine gold from a rock. Those are finite resources. Eventually, they just run out. But humans are totally different. We are essentially biological engines, like a constant digital heartbeat. Just by existing, connecting, thinking, and even resting, we act as this continuous, never-depleting fuel source. We're constantly converting our everyday human experience into non-stop action and creativity.
And that brings us to a really powerful realization. Every single system out there, no matter how ridiculously complex the algorithm is or how abstract the financial market gets, the indispensable constant powering the whole thing has always been human input. Every system of value traces back to us. Whether it's physical labor, making a personal connection, or just driving consumer demand, we are the foundational layer of the entire economy.
But here's where things get kind of wild, and where our story hits a major conflict. While humans have always been the undisputed engine of the economy, our modern digital reality is quietly pivoting away from us. We are standing at a very, very strange crossroads right now.
Because the truth is, we are already living in a majority synthetic internet. Just let that sink in for a second. Today, a staggering reality is that more than half of all internet traffic is completely automated. Most of the actions happening online right now aren't being done by people at all. It's just bots, scripts, and algorithms talking to other bots, scripts, and algorithms.
And, this exposes a massive, gaping vulnerability in our current world. Our financial systems, our social platforms, our digital marketplaces, they are all built on this foundational assumption that real, living people are the ones participating. They assume humans are driving the wheel. But that assumption is increasingly just dead wrong. Bots literally outnumber humans on most major platforms today.
Which leads us to a highly urgent problem. With the explosive rise of AI and automation, we're facing the very genuine threat of massive systems creating value with absolutely zero human beings in the chain. The constant of human input is under extreme pressure. Think about it. If machines are just interacting, trading, and creating value in a closed loop, the human element gets squeezed out entirely. Where exactly do we fit in when the system doesn't even need us to function?
So how do we fix this? Well, that brings us to an absolutely brilliant concept called aepoch. It's a brand new presence-based protocol and relational economy, and it is specifically built to structurally guarantee, confirm, and ultimately reward human presence. It's a completely different way of looking at digital value, a real breakthrough to make sure humans aren't just left behind in the dust.
aepoch operates on this revolutionary premise. Confirmed human presence is the most valuable input any system can possibly have. Think of the internet right now like an exclusive VIP club. In the past, the bouncer just looked at you to know you were human. Your value was obvious. But now, the club is entirely virtual, and the bots are wearing incredible human disguises. aepoch believes that confirmed human presence is the true VIP pass. It has to be actively designed into the foundation of the systems we build, or we risk being locked out of the club completely.
So how do you actually prove you're real? Through a mechanism called proof of life. And it is a dead simple daily process. Step 1, you open the app. Step 2, you complete a short private interaction that takes literal seconds. Step 3, you receive the protocol's native token. The magic here is that this specific interaction cannot be faked or replicated by automated bots. It definitively proves you are a living, breathing human present today.
Let's look at the economics of this, because it's fascinating. This isn't about grinding for wealth or who has the fattest bank account. The rules are beautifully simple. 1 token per human, 1 token per day. It is exactly equal for everyone everywhere. Instead of an economy built on hoarding, where the people with the most capital win, This is an equal-at-origin system built on flow. Think of it less like hoarding water in a dam and more like a river that flows outward from you to your peers, simply rewarding you for the fundamental act of showing up.
When we compare this to old models, the shift is just staggering. Old systems, like crypto's proof of work, require burning massive amounts of energy just to verify transactions. The attention economy? It literally extracts your precious time to sell ads and gives you almost nothing in return. They engineer scarcity to keep control. But AePoch draws from something you generate equally every single day without ever depleting it, your presence. It replaces that engineered scarcity with equal activation and genuine peer-to-peer flow.
Proof of life is incredibly elegant because it solves two massive problems simultaneously. First, it powers this entirely new relational economic layer we just talked about. And second, it acts as a presence layer that solves the internet's oldest, most frustrating problem. It builds a new economy and at the exact same time acts as a secure anchor, guaranteeing that there is a real living human on the other side of the screen.
Now you might be wondering, why is this so urgent right now? Well, because the track for the next iteration of the internet is being laid as we speak. Across major global economies, central bank digital currencies and programmable money are in active development. Systems providing total informational awareness are emerging everywhere, all while the internet speeds toward that bot-driven synthetic reality we mentioned earlier. The rules for tomorrow's financial system are being written today, whether we choose to participate or not.
And the best part is, this isn't just some white paper theory. To see what actually happens when free peer-to-peer transfer meets presence-based activation, AePoch is testing this architecture in the wild right now with a closed pilot group. They're observing real people choosing to show up every day, watching what happens when folks are truly valued just for being there, and seeing exactly what kind of community naturally emerges to shape the protocol's future.
As the digital world inevitably transforms around us, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Who builds the next internet and for whom? Are we really going to let it be a playground just for bots and algorithms? Or will we secure a genuinely human-centric future by demanding that our presence is the ultimate foundation of value? Thank you so much for exploring this with me today on The Explainer. Keep seeking out the structural value in everything you do, and we'll catch you next time.